What's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon video, and today we are going to be talking about why Mega Evolutions will be returning in Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you still have any doubt, if you are one of those people that think, oh yeah, they'll take it out, it doesn't matter, they won't care about the feature, they'll take it out, it doesn't matter. Well, here's some stuff we've seen. First up, some merchandise was coming out, I think it was like back in September time, that we were getting some merchandise for 2017 be announced, and Mega Evolutions were present on that merchandise. There's also some more TCG merchandise coming out towards the end of the year that has Mega Evolutions on it. It's not like they've decided during the Sun and Moon, procedure period, they say, oh, we're going to stop it, so just sort of, slow it down, no more Megas, we're just going to phase it out. It doesn't seem to be that, because obviously merchandise is appearing in 2017 after the games are released. Also, another thing very recently we have seen is that V-Jump, which is a magazine that has previously revealed a sort of, it's a little like Korean, no Japanese probably magazine, that previously it's revealed the little minigame where you throw the Pyukumukus back into the ocean. There's a little video on that, but V-Jump also has, recently it was talking about Jangmo, and they actually referenced Mega Gardevoir in that text. So it's not necessarily V-Jump themselves, but they are sort of, it might be the Pokedex they've been given from Pokemon, and they've mentioned that obviously because Jangmo has soundproof as an ability, they probably, the Pokedex probably, well, maybe the blurb they were given from Pokemon mentions that obviously it can basically be immune to Mega Gardevoir's Boom Burst, I think it is, as well as obviously Sylveon and stuff like that, so sound-based abilities obviously being immune to it, so that's the reference there. So yes, okay, they're mentioning it, it's still happening, I suppose you could say, it's but there's no obviously solid confirmation. But I want to take you back a few weeks when we first had the Ultra Beast and the Aether Foundation sort of revealed for Pokemon Sun and Moon. In that trailer and in the information batch we got, there was also a slight, quick section where, of course, we had the reveal of the Zygarde Cube from Cena and Dexio, and they were talking all about how, we were going to get Zygarde, or Zygarde would be related to the game somehow, and we assumed that Cena and Dexio were from Kalos and it might be related in there, but we would still know whether Mega Evolutions would return because of that. Obviously not a direct link, but if we take a look at Cena and Dexio, you can see on both of their wrists, what is that? Very, very likely a Mega Ring on each of their wrists. Obviously they are, we can assume, not so powerful trainers, but decent trainers, because they were Professor Sycamore's assistants, they were before you in X and Y, so possibly they are fairly strong. Maybe we'll be able to battle them in the end in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Maybe they'll be the ones, maybe Mega Evolutions won't pop up during the main game, but afterwards maybe they'll be around, and then maybe they'll be like, yo, we're here to tell you about this Mega Evolution feature, I'll show you, look, boom, and then, Mega Evolve one of the Pokemon sort of thing. So it seems like it will be certainly returning, because obviously, what else is on their wrists? Is it possibly a Z-Ring? Yeah, okay, I guess that might make sense, but they're not from Alola, they're not in the Alola region, or they are now, but they're not from Alola, they're from Kalos, where Mega Evolution is a thing. Yes, okay, you get a Z-Ring, and you're not necessarily from Alola, but you are living in it, and you are sort of a player character who's being brought up in the tradition, whereas Cena and Dexio are more, I guess, adults, and they're visiting, so it wouldn't really make sense in that way. You can see that Taurus, of course, because I think Cena is the female. I'm just remembering which one it is. Dexio has the Alola Executor shirt on, so possibly, sort of, to indicate he's a tourist rather than someone that lives there. Because obviously, you wouldn't walk around with a T-shirt of the local animal necessarily. You might, every now and again, but obviously, generally, tourists come, they see this. Oh my God, this awesome T-shirt show. It's got the Union Jack on it, and I'm a tourist in the UK. I'm going to buy it and wear it because I'm super cool like that. You guys get the idea. It's typical touristy stuff. So it very much seems like that it's confirmed, well not confirmed, but very, very likely that Mega's going to return. I wouldn't see it happening and taking it out, of course, because, outrage, basically. There will be so much outrage. But the other question after that is, will new Mega Evolutions be reduced? Because a lot of people seem to be really disappointed that there aren't new Mega Evolutions being introduced in these games. Now, I'm not expecting any new Megas. I'm going to throw that in there now. I'm not expecting any new ones. Why? Well, because one, Megas was, it was Generation 6's thing. Sure, okay, I'm not saying don't introduce any more ever again, but to introduce more in Generation 7 in Sun and Moon might detract from the game's sort of feel. If you keep throwing Mega Evolutions at people, they're going to forget about Z moves, they're going to forget about Ultra Beasts, and they're going to be focused just on the new Megas. Whereas, of course, if you don't, then there are new features for them to focus on and get into. Now, of course, I'm expecting, or possibly maybe there might be a Generation 4 remake after these games. That's what would be next in the chain, and we might see Megas introduced there, of course, new ones there. That would make a lot of sense. Because remember why Megas were introduced? They were introduced to throw back to older Pokemon from Generation 1 and 2 and 3, and of course a remake is the best way to do that, because obviously remember in Oras we had loads of new Generation 3 Megas, so it makes sense that we get sort of a similar thing for Generation 4 remakes. I'm not expecting any new Megas, maybe like 1 or 2, because obviously we had a few little special ones that came up in Oras, I suppose you could say, like Diancie isn't really related to Oras, but it is related to X and Y, so they might sort of throw a couple in there, like a, obviously Zygarde's not a Mega, but you guys get what I mean, maybe like a throwback or two to Kalos, or maybe, you know, obviously the Alola forms, if there are any Alola forms that can Mega Evolve, they will certainly be receiving new styled Mega Evolutions at least. I don't think we've seen any that can Mega Evolve quite yet. Who knows if we will? Obviously, there are a few rumours about some, but nothing confirmed, of course. My guess would be that they wouldn't do it, because of course it would just add an extra depth to it and combine Mega Evolutions and Alola forms, and they might want to keep it simple. So my guess would be that it wouldn't happen, but it's still possible, I suppose. So let me know what you think. Are you still, if you're still unconvinced that Megas are returning, do let me know, because I'm interested to see. But also let me know whether you think new Megas will be introduced in these games, maybe as like a post-game thing, maybe like 2 or 3 of them, or maybe there'll be like a post-game with loads of new Megas, maybe you get to visit Kalos or something like that. Or do you think they're going to save it for a Generation 4 remake, or a second installment in Generation 7 to introduce some new Mega Evolutions? Let me know down below what you think. But this is going to be it for me for today, so if you enjoyed this video, I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.